Anxiety to zebra stripes? Well, according to the FDA, Americans are spending billions of dollars a year on completely bogus health products. Today, we're exposing the truth about health scams and discovering what actually works. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to spot false promises and understand the real path to wellness. And it's such a crucial topic right now. The FDA has been tracking these fraudulent health products, and the numbers are honestly shocking.
Really? How bad is it?
Well, these scammers are getting increasingly sophisticated. They're using fear tactics, fake endorsements, and scientific-sounding terms to make their claims seem legitimate.
Oh, like those ads that say doctors don't want you to know this one weird trick?
Exactly. That's actually one of the biggest red flags. According to consumer protection agencies, when you see phrases like miracle cure or doctors won't tell you this, it's almost always a scam.
You know what's interesting? I recently read about this whole 8 glasses of water a day myth.
Oh, that's fascinating, actually. According to UC Health, that recommendation came from a 1940s article where the specifics got completely lost in translation.
Wait, so it's not true?
Not exactly. The original article actually counted fluid from food, too, and the amount really varies based on climate, altitude, and individual needs.
So how do we know what health information to trust?
According to Mayo Clinic, there are 5 major red flags to watch for in health articles. First, if they try to scare you.
Like those "this one ingredient is killing you" headlines?
Exactly. And interestingly, research shows that people who are anxious about their health are more likely to fall for these claims.
That's actually pretty manipulative when you think about it.
It is. They're literally using people's fears against them. The second red flag is when they claim that all doctors and medical experts are lying.
Right, because obviously all doctors worldwide are in on some massive conspiracy.
The third red flag is when there are no credible sources listed. Legitimate health information should always cite research, universities, or medical organizations.
So what about traditional medicine? Where does something like Ayurveda fit into all this?
That's where things get really interesting. According to recent research, Ayurveda has gained significant popularity globally, especially post-COVID.
But isn't that just another trend?
Actually, no. Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old system of medicine that focuses on holistic healing and preventive care.
And there's scientific evidence backing this up?
Yes, there's ongoing research validating many Ayurvedic practices. The National Academy of Medical Sciences in India has been conducting extensive studies.
So how does it differ from these scam products we were talking about earlier?
The key difference is that Ayurveda doesn't promise quick fixes. It's about achieving balance through personalized treatment plans based on your individual constitution.
Individual constitution?
Yes, in Ayurveda, each person has a unique nature called Prakriti and current state called Vikriti. Treatment is tailored to these individual factors.
That's quite different from the one-size-fits-all approach of most health products.
Exactly. And what's really interesting is how modern wellness is actually starting to adopt many Ayurvedic principles.
Like what?
Well, practices like mindful breathing, seasonal eating, and daily routines, these were all part of Ayurveda thousands of years ago.
But now we have apps telling us to do these things.
Right. What apps suggest through algorithms, Ayurveda has known through centuries of observation and practice.
So how do we combine the best of both worlds?
That's where the future of healthcare is heading. According to recent studies, many Indians are successfully combining traditional Ayurvedic practices with modern wellness approaches.
Can you give us some examples?
Sure, people might use traditional herbs like turmeric and ashwagandha while also following a modern gym routine, or practice yoga alongside using meditation apps.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
And what's really exciting is how modern diagnostic tools are being integrated with traditional Ayurvedic principles.
How does that work?
Well, practitioners are using modern health screenings to better understand a person's Prakriti and Vikriti, leading to more precise Ayurvedic treatments.
That's fascinating. But what about people who are skeptical of traditional medicine?
That's where the research comes in. Studies are increasingly validating traditional practices through modern scientific methods.
And this is especially relevant post-pandemic, right?
Absolutely. The pandemic has led to increased interest in holistic approaches to health, particularly those focusing on prevention and immunity.
So what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
First, be skeptical of any health product promising miracle cures or quick fixes. Those are almost always scams.
And look for credible sources and scientific evidence.
Yes, but also don't dismiss traditional practices just because they're old. Many have stood the test of time for good reason.
It's about finding that balance, right?
Exactly. The future of wellness lies in integrating the wisdom of traditional healing with modern scientific advances.
And always consult healthcare professionals before starting any new treatment.
That's crucial. Whether it's traditional or modern medicine, professional guidance is essential.
You know what's interesting about all this?
What's that?
How the most effective approach seems to be combining ancient wisdom with modern science rather than choosing one over the other.
Yes, it's not about either or, it's about both and.
And being smart enough to know the difference between legitimate practices and scams.
Exactly. The key is evidence-based approaches, whether they're traditional or modern.
Well, this has been incredibly enlightening.
And hopefully helpful for our listeners in navigating the complex world of health and wellness.
So remember, folks, if it sounds too good to be true,
It probably is. But that doesn't mean there aren't real, evidence-based solutions out there.
both ancient and modern.
Working together for better health.
Thanks for joining us on Copilot Podcasts. Remember, true wellness isn't about quick fixes. It's about finding the right balance between time-tested wisdom and modern science.